This team helped me gain a lot of elo in no time, so here I am showcasing a line pretty strong for Ultra League. We're having Cresselia upon the lead, while at the back both Dragonite and Galarian Stunfisk are gonna be able to cover pretty much the entire meta, and even against their counters you still are gonna see that you're gonna have a lot of great time. So up against the Ampharos I really like Cresselia because even though we're getting super effective damage, we can still threaten at least a shield out of them, so we're just gonna keep going with that. Let's go now with the Moonblast. They are gonna shield for the first time, which is pretty nice, and right at the CMP I could easily block here to pressure for the second shield, but I did not want to because I know that since they have an Ampharos upon the lead, perhaps they have a counter for my Stunfisk as well at the back. So they end up having a Tapu Fini, and what I like about this team is that even against a Tapu Fini at the back you still have a lot of play, because look at that, we're gonna be able to pressure for that second Earthquake, and right at the point that they're getting super close to the surf, I'm gonna throw, down goes the Tapu Fini. Perhaps they thought we were baiting, Typhlosion at the back, and another Earthquake is coming up. I'm not expecting a shield, to be honest, because this is their win con and they are gonna have now the return of the Ampharos, which we do not care at all, since now we can easily go in with Dragonite, start farming down that Crusader energy, and this is gonna be a great start to our video. So Pidgeot in the next one, and we're gonna start off the battle with a weak connection. Who would knew? And of course now we're gonna get hit by a Brave Bird, which is crazy. This is a CMP, and that's why I always press immediately the Moonblast when I'm fighting against a Pidgeot. Even if they get to that Feather Dance, it's not that much of a big deal because we can still do some cheap damage to that Pokemon. But anyways, another Typhlosion at the back. I don't know what's happening. As long as I started using my Cresselia and the Stunfisk, everywhere were popping up Typhlosions, and I haven't seen any so far. So yeah, that was weird. Perhaps PokeK was right about the algorithm, who knows. So they're gonna block now my Earthquake, and to be honest they have to throw some energy here, otherwise we're gonna reach to another one. So good throw by my opponent, but still we have the Cresselia, which can come in pretty clutch. I know that we are super bulky, but I didn't know we could survive Brave Bird at this point, and that was a pleasant surprise. I was just about to use my last shield for my Dragonite, and look at that, they have at the back now the Pidgeot, which returns for the final time into this battle. The Brave Bird will do nothing to us, we got the shield, and of course, yeah, this is gonna grab this amazing victory for our team. Another Pidgeot up on the lead, so we're having Cresselia with weird leads all the time, but we're gonna see some bad leads as well coming up in a while. Feather Dance now will debuff our attack stat, but Moonblast here is gonna connect, not for big damage, but still for some cheap one against that Pokemon. Like I told you before, I always go for the Moonblast, trying to pressure for that CMP. Even though I lose it, I know that if they go for the Brave Bird, they are in a weird position that they have to block. Now they get to the Brave Bird, and I will try to finish them off as soon as possible, but first I have to reach to that Moonblast. Well, they're gonna reach to their Feather Dance, which gives them some time, and now I can easily finish them off after they debuff themselves. So perhaps we're gonna need our Cresselia for the end game. With that amount of HP that it has, it might be able to reach the final Moonblast before going down. So I'm just gonna bring my Stunfisk. I want to see what they have as their third Pokemon, since I know that Dragonite is looking pretty scary for them. So Stunfisk now is gonna go down, but of course took a shield out of them, and Dragonite now can go into the battle for the first time and start doing some solid work up against them, because Hydro Cannon can easily be taken, while I can easily block the second, since they're gonna do a lot of damage with that Hydros. And of course now I can reach to the Dragon Claw, try to finish off the Swampy, and let's see how well this Venusaur will do up against us. Oh my goodness, they just blocked with their Swampert. You know what, that's fine, I can still go ahead and pressure with my Dragonite here, and I believe that I'm gonna put them at a critical point, which means here that they're gonna get to a very fast charge attack. It is gonna be the Frenzy Plant and the final Dragon Claw to finish off that poor Venusaur. Are you kidding me? I was not expecting that. And if they could go for the Sludge Bomb, perhaps they could win this entire battle, but yeah, it is what it is. Perhaps they thought that Frenzy Plant could be enough because I was a Shadow Glassy Pokemon, but it was not, because we double resist that Frenzy Plant and we're just gonna be able to barely beat this trainer. Into the next one now with a very bad lead against this Trevenant, and to be honest, it's not that bad. We can still pressure for that second on Moonblast, and if they want to finish us off, they have to sacrifice some energy. But as I'm seeing, they might be in the deep trouble if I go for the shield here and pressure for theirs, because even shield scenarios, if they do not have a charmer, I think that Dragonite can definitely go to town. I can easily go in here now with my Trevenant, start to overfarm a little bit, and then finish them off with a Rock Slide, not expecting a shield or anything, just want to see what they have at the back. So now with the Trevenant out of the way, perhaps we can finish them off in one shot against the Steel type and the Cobalion. No, we cannot, that's a bummer, but Dragonite now can go in pretty clutch. Of course, we have to respect the damage from the Stone Edge, and they're gonna get there, so good block I guess, and they have now the Walrein at the back, able to reach the superpower for big damage on the Walrus. Can we one-shot it down? No, we cannot, which is a bummer, and they're gonna finish us off with Style right after, which is so sad right now. Anyways, the battle is not over yet. Can we reach to the Earthquake? No, we cannot, and we're gonna fall short to this trainer and the Sacred Sword, so well played to my opponent. Into the next one now against Joey Glasgow. I have no clue who that is, so yeah, we're just gonna keep going with the commentary, and we're having Walrein up on the lead. So Walrein is a tough lead for our Cresselia since we do not have Grass Knot, but they do not know that. So Gritter now will go into the battle, and of course those crunches will do a severely amount of work as long as they're gonna get those debuffs. So yeah, look at that. Now we need only 2 crunches to faint after that first debuff. So Earthquake for big damage on the grid, and this is kind of a weird matchup, to be honest. It takes a lot to unfold, too many moves. I think they need 4 or 5, and we need definitely 2 Earthquakes, and if they start blocking, well, things can get pretty weird timing wise. So yeah, here comes now another move. Not gonna expect the body slam, just the crunch. Yeah, down we go, and of course now we can easily farm down with our Dragonite. Are we gonna block here? No, we're not. We're just gonna let it go through. I like this play by myself, and of course another move is coming up. Just gonna let it go through as well, because I know that my Dragonite can already be useful with a simple superpower up against the Walrein. Down goes a nice chunk from that Pokemon. At the back they have the Guzzlord, big damage. Oh no, it was not the Guzzlord. Come on Ganeto, what are you talking about? It is gonna be just the Charizard. How could I see a Guzzlord over there? There is a difference in size. Anyways, Future Sight on the Charizard, and we're still able to finish them off with style. Well, they did not expect that, right? So no Grass Knot, just the Future Sight. The other day was playing against a trainer with Grass Knot and Future Sight without Moonblast, and that surprised me, especially against my, I will not tell, because this is gonna be a surprise for the next video. So we're having now Talonflame up on the lead. Okay, this is weird, but we're gonna go ahead and try to catch one move on our Dragonite. This is gonna work, to be honest, and now we're gonna be able to pressure even more with those Dragon Claws. So I'm expecting a shield, otherwise they're gonna go down, and they let that go down. Okay. Let's see what you have at the back now, trainer, because they're coming in with that Virizion, and we're just gonna keep going with our Dragonite. So Dragonite is just gonna go down to the move. I was not expecting that. I was hoping that I could survive just a little bit. So bad news for me. I had some energy to spare there, and now at the back the Tapu Fini has to face my Cresselia. We do not have Grass Knot, but we still get the debuff on the Tapu. We're just gonna let it go through now because they are debuffed, and of course we know that they still have Virizion. So Cresselia is a big deal for their team, able to reach to the Earthquake. They are gonna block it, putting all of their faith into that Tapu Fini since it has Moonblast and Surf. I don't know if that's gonna help them. Anyways, Virizion returns, and we still have one more Earthquake to go before fainting. At this point they are definitely below the limit that one Moonblast will finish them off, so I'm just gonna keep at it as soon as possible, since I can see that the Leaf Blades are still adding up in damage over time, and of course we still got the shield. Things are looking so great for us, able to reach the Moonblast to finish them off. Tapu Fini returns, they are gonna reach to the move. Can they reach to double surf? Well, this is getting pretty close, to be honest, but we can reach there first to that final charge attack, and this is gonna secure our victory against this trainer. Into the final one, trainers, and oh boy, I remember this one. This is gonna take a while to unfold. So safe switch into Cresselia. We have a decent answer to that Pokemon, that being our amazing Galarian Stunfisk, and of course with that Cresselia out of the way, perhaps they do not have another hard check for our Dragonite, which can be pretty crucial for us. At this point, we're gonna get hit by another move, doesn't matter at all, another Grass Knot, we can still survive, we still need 2 more Grass Knots to faint, which is pretty nice. Now we're just gonna reach to the Earthquake, no, the Rock Slide, I like this play because the Earthquake would not be enough to finish them off, and now I can reach to the Earthquake to finish off this poor Cresselia with style. Of course they are gonna pop up a shield, which is pretty nice for me, since now I have the shield advantage, they still have the Haxorus, and it all depends on what they have as the third. If they have something like a Charmer, okay, admit it, this battle is already over, but it would not make any sense, you know. Sometimes you need to strategize around your predictions that you can do about your opposing lines, so there goes that. We're just gonna keep going with a complete farm down here against the opposing Cresselia. Those Psycho Cuts do 1 damage, but they're getting super low, and it doesn't worth at all to throw a move here. And I know that they have the Haxorus, and they have 2 Pokemon here, one with a lot of energy to unleash to finish it off in one shot. There is gonna be at the back the Registeel, so all we have to do is to reach to the superpower, but first we have to get through this Registeel, since the Zap Cannon can be deadly. So we're lagging a little bit as usual, this is Go Battle lag after all, and now we can reach the Dragon Claw for big damage on the Haxorus, but after the debuff they can still survive, which is just a bummer. Able to overfarm a lot here, and I'm seeing that I have to reach to my Dragon Claw because I can easily take a shield here and try to pressure for the superpower, but at that last second I was pretty sure they were getting to their move much earlier than I did, so now they're gonna throw the Zap Cannon, which is a bummer, and we have to rely on our Cresselia to finish them off. So the battle is not looking that great for us, but look at that, time is almost up, we can reach the future side, bring them to below our limit of HP, and this is gonna be enough to secure the victory. As you're seeing, are you kidding me? Time's Up was pretty clutch here in order to save this battle for us. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new to my content. With that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out, so feel free to do so, and I will see you all into the next one.